Right, 20 May 2025, and today I'm going to be giving you a long update on the current state of the case and what has happened at court. So I would like to thank Sarwaka and the guys. After Sarwaka made a video, an audio, asking security to come, we had so many guys coming to protect us at court. Zvigananda ran away. Can you guys believe that Zvigananda ran away? Kuno South Africa, it's not Zimbabwe. And Sarwaka, the moment he made that audio, around me, I had over 20 guys within a short space of time. So that is amazing. Keep it up, guys. Let's protect Nyoka. Let's make sure that Zvigananda don't get away with what they're trying to do here. So let me now give you what has happened. What happened is that the response by the state to our bail application, which was put by Obama Chingauta, has been submitted. So remember, we put out an affidavit. So the state has also replied with an affidavit. And I want to give you in short what has happened. But as I said, I would like to thank Sarwaka for organizing security. Zvigananda ran away. The lawyers that came in the morning that we don't know, they ran away. And the people that brought them, they were there in court, but they didn't say anything after that. We didn't talk to them. They ran away after they saw the quantity of security around. So I hope that we continue to have security, which is sufficient for Nyoka. So let me now give you a statement from the lawyer, and then I'll give you the details of what is the new twist. So let's look at the statement from the lawyer.
So the court dealt with both the matters to avoid overburdening the court. We were given documents at 12:30. This matter was heard at 1 o'clock. The court acknowledges that. The state acknowledges that. We have postponed the matter for the 29th of this month. Basically, the reasons for this is we need to inform the applicant of the charges against him and ensure that he's aware of everything. Another matter is movement control system, and they confirm that he's illegal in the country. So there's a lot of things that needs to be addressed, especially to our client. And he needs to inform us of everything. And once we get that information, then yes, we can present our matter on the 29th.
Okay, there was a new lawyer or a new attorney that came through. Can you give us a bit more detail of what happened there?
Okay, so we are not even sure who appointed that attorney, but apparently they were instructed to attend today's appearance and the asylum matter as well. We've already done the application for asylum, and then they come in and confirm that they're going to speed up the matter. I'm not entirely sure how, but yes, they were paid to appear today, which, I mean, they don't have a mandate. Mr. Masiwa Wellington has not given them any mandate. In fact, they approached him a few times in the south, and he confirms that there's no mandate. He's not given them any mandate. There's been a lot of running around in the morning, I'm not going to lie, and we managed to fight for our client, and that is the most important thing to us.
Okay, so at the moment he's gone back to the south. He's going to be back in court on the 29th.
Yes.
Here at Randburg Magistrates Court.
I confirm.
Okay, is there anything else that you want to say?
No, it's okay.
Okay, so it's simple. On Thursday next week at 1 p.m., we're going to have Nyoka appearing in court to finalize the bail hearing. And I now want to reveal to you who is behind these lawyers that we don't know about, and the heightened security presence around us, especially state security from Zimbabwe. I don't know why they have so much state security here in South Africa. I counted at least 30 people there from state security, a number of people from the embassy of Zimbabwe. I don't know why they are so interested in this case, but they were there. And as I said, Sarwaka and his people, after that statement, we had more people from our side than their side, which was nice. So the person behind all this is Tagwire. So Tagwire is the one funding what is happening right now. So according to the people that I talked to, Tagwire is behind what is happening right now. And particularly here in South Africa, there's a lawyer called Simbachi Tando. He has been named as the person that brought this new legal team. I don't know why he didn't come himself, because he's a lawyer. He should have came up there. So those are the names that have been put out. So just be careful. This is a high profile thing. If Tagwire is involved and Simbachi Tando is involved, this is big. And I don't know why this whole crew is involved in this case. However, going to the details of the actual case, the affidavit was read. And here is what has come out of the affidavit. The South African prosecution has got 2 cases against Nyoka, and Interpol has got 1 case against Nyoka. The 2 cases in Zimbabwe are fraud and 1 case which they say was convicted and absconded from Zimbabwe. So they are saying Nyoka absconded from Zimbabwe after he was given bail. So that is the 2 cases, 1 of fraud, 1 of absconding, and they used the statement from the press. You saw that statement from the press that said he sold 2 tipper trucks. That is what they used in court as evidence. So there was no actual request by the Zimbabwe police. It was the use of that press statement that they used. And then in terms of the fraud, someone came to South Africa and made a report through the Interpol system. So someone made a report through the Interpol system. However, as I said to you last time, there is no such report in the Interpol system. So these are the things that will come out next week. And we're going to check those things because there are attachments that are placed on that document. Then there is the issue of fraud in South Africa. This case relates to the sofas. 14,000 was deposited in a Capitec bank account. And it is said that person went to the police and said, Nyoka has taken my money and he's supposed to pay me back. He's not answering his phone. So that is the case. Then there's a case of immigration where Nyoka, apologies about that. I see my network is lost. So let's look for network. Let's look for network. I can see that you guys are not seeing me. So let's look for network. Okay, I'm looking for network, guys. I'm looking for network. I apologize for that. I hope that you'll be seeing me. Some of the guys over here, I don't know if you're seeing me. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Something happened to my network. A lot happens to my network when I'm talking. So the issue of, so I moved to a new network, by the way. So the issue of immigration is in 2 parts. The first one is that he doesn't have documents. And the second one is that when he traveled from Cape Town to Johannesburg, they are saying he used someone else's document. And they've attached the document that he used and say that that is the passport that he used. It's not his passport that he used. So they're now saying they were unable to verify his address and they could not verify his address because they were busy with something else. But they don't believe that Nyoka has got a fixed address. However, we all know that Nyoka has got a family and 2 kids here in South Africa. So all this is going to be addressed next week. When it comes to asylum, they are saying that Nyoka applied for asylum, but he did not mention that he's got a conviction. So that is what they are saying, that he did not mention that he's got a conviction in Zimbabwe, which he absconded from. So they want to send him to Zimbabwe so that he can face justice in Zimbabwe in terms of what has happened in Zimbabwe, the conviction that he's got in Zimbabwe. That is why they want him to be sent in Zimbabwe for the fraud, which I think is totally bogus. I cannot believe it. So that is the case. That is the case that they've got 2 cases. Immigration, 1 case of fraud, 1 case from the newspaper of the tipper trucks, and an immigration case of Nyoka being in South Africa without documents. All these cases are nothing. They are very, very nothing cases. And I can't believe that we're having to go through all this for such a case. Millions and millions are being spent on this case, and it makes no sense. So I think I've covered everything, and particularly the involvement of Tagure is a new feature. Tagure and Simbachitando, I'm very disappointed with these guys. I'm very, very disappointed with Simbachitando. I tried to call him now. I've also tried to call everybody involved in this case who was involved with these lawyers. They are no longer answering their phones, including a guy that has been trying to work with us. So throughout this whole period, there was a guy who was walking around us, near us, and pretended to be part of us. He's no longer answering his phone. There's also another guy who pretended that he wanted to help with some funds. He's no longer answering his phone. That's why I'm telling you guys that we need to have our own funds so that we don't go to strange people for funding. And particularly, today we have received a bit more money for the lawyers, but it's obviously not sufficient. But I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned because the lawyers are not working, they are not doing this for money. If they were doing this for money, they were just going to leave today when those other lawyers showed up. So, Mama Chingura, doing very, very well. We are very grateful for the work that is done. You know that I've never shown you Mama Chingura before, but today I had to do it. I had to do it. That man there that you see in glasses, he is the one that is responsible for protecting Nyoka from day one. He has been protecting him. He's been taking charge of everything without payment. Most of the time, he just works without being paid. So that is amazing what has happened. And I'm thankful to him. And also the fact that they managed to defeat the plan, the evil plan, which was being set out by the lawyers who went to the prosecutor without talking to the lead lawyer. How do you go to the prosecutor and say, I'm now in charge? Who gave them the mandate? Who talked to them? And how did the mandate move from Mama Chingura to the other guys? So that was crazy. And I hope that it's a lesson to everyone who tries to bypass the system. There are so many strong people around us. And I know many people don't know it. Nyoka is not going to be treated badly here in South Africa. There are so many people around, inside prison, outside prison. If we said right now, 100 people come out, 100 people are going to come out for Nyoka. This is not Zimbabwe, where people can just do what they like. It's not going to happen here. And I can assure you, I'll be taken first before Nyoka is taken. I'll be the first person to be taken, but not Nyoka. Nyoka won't be taken, guys. I can assure you that it's going to happen that myself, I can be taken, but not Nyoka. We don't want anything of that nature to happen. Nyoka was very brave, looking very good. He has a new haircut. I don't know how they do it to get a new haircut in jail, but they had a new haircut and everything is fantastic in terms of, remember, he's inside. So he doesn't know what is going on, but I suspect that there's poor security because people are going to Nyoka without us knowing. They're going and reaching him somehow. And I don't know how they're reaching him because for us, we have to make appointments to see Nyoka. But these guys seem to be able to get in there and talk to him and try to sell him things. So they were trying to convince him to dump his lawyer and move to a new lawyer. A new lawyer that has never even met him, that has never read the document, that has never even consulted with the existing lawyers. So how do you do that? Now, that is crazy. So that is the case. Let me look at the comments here very carefully. Yo, Gambakwe, the reason Nyoka is begging to get bail. You went to Gananda. Gloria, tell us more. You know something. Tell me how I'm the one stopping Nyoka from getting bail. Tell me how I'm the one who made the prosecutor give us documents at 12:30 when the case was at 1. Don't say you went for all details in the way you give a counterattack. Yes, we're not giving everything. By the way, did you see Trust over there? That was amazing. We saw Advocate Gabriel Shumba. Is it Gabriel Shumba? Not Gabriel. Advocate Shumba. What is his name? Yes, that's Gabriel Shumba. I cannot believe it. That's Gabriel Shumba. Yeah, he gave me his card. You see pictures of me with Gabriel Shumba if you go to Facebook. And we also talked to Shabangu's lawyer, Ngobizi Domlilo. I'm going to show you the interview shortly. I interviewed him on 2030. So what is going to happen tomorrow? Ngobizi Domlilo is going to give us the detail. He's an advocate who represents Shabangu. You're going to see him explaining what is happening tomorrow, what's going to happen in 2030. It's going to happen, and we're going to let you guys know the details. So please contact EFF. Guys, we're not going to contact EFF. We are Zimbabweans, we must do it. Approach SABC. We've got more viewers than SABC. No one cares here. I was doubting Gabagwe, please help Nyoka. Why do you doubt me? If you doubt me, come this side. Come and go to court. Guys, Panoch Kisa, because Pakazara Gananda. You should listen to Sarawaka what he was saying. He was not lying to you. We have our own people. They have their own people. But obviously, remember, Isuzu, we're not going there to destroy. We're going there to build. What is easier to build or to destroy? It's easier to destroy. So they find it easier. And it is terrible. Mnangagwa, Arguravanu, Nenzara, Pasinaye, Pasina Tagurei, Pasi, Nasimba Chitando. Mpana uyo. Ane Zungu, Pasi, Nashon, Mnangagwa, Vanu Roya. Okay, when is it going again to court? The 29th. That is when the next court is going to take place. And as I said, it's a bail hearing. So the decision of the judge is probably going to be out on the 29th, whether he's going to be getting bail or not. So that would be amazing. Right, I would like to thank all of you for watching. Simba is under Ichiwenga. Is Simba Chitando under Ichiwenga? I know that is being funded by Tagure himself and another guy here whose name I won't mention were being funded by Tagure. So they fell out. So I don't know if they're still all being funded by Tagure, but I know that Tagure is funding the whole thing. And Tagure has got lots of money. I noticed they do 50 rand, 100 rand. Right, I would like to thank all of you guys. I want to take a break and take a rest. So let's see if something else comes up by this evening. But I think today we've covered it very well. And Pakuda, SABC News. SABC News, we can't call, another media house can't go to another media house. We are Mkave story. So let's make sure that we are okay, we're sufficient right now. Zimbabweans, there is no media house in the whole country which is watched more than Gambakwe. So let's make sure that we continue the way we are. Right, I would like to thank all of you for watching. And thanks to our lawyers for all their support. And as I'm saying right now, we've got a problem. The problem is funding. But we're going to address it. We're going to be approaching those people that can. If you're in the UK, support our product so that I can be able to move around. So that I can stay at the hotel and I can take my flights. If I'm in the UK, even if you don't need Mve, go and buy our Mve so that I'm able to travel. And also, the guys in Zimbabwe, go and support our office. We want to make sure that I've got sufficient money because currently I've been funding. After a while, people obviously stop funding and I've been funding my own travels. So let's make it happen so that it's a long journey. We're going to go on and on. It's a long journey so that it can happen. And then this week, I'm going to send a little bit of money to the lawyers. And I hope that Sarawaka will give us the money that is got so that will pay Mama Chingura. So we need that money, Sarawaka. Send it to us. I've sent Mudzingwa. So what I'm going to do right now, as I'm talking now, I'm going to send Mudzingwa. Right, so I'm going to send Mudzingwa. So let me talk. Let me go to the email. Right, I'm talking to you right now. I'm going to send Mudzingwa the documents so that he can process it. So Mudzingwa, there is a document. Pay the lawyers directly. You don't have to pay me. So guys, as you are aware, we are working as a group, but money doesn't have to come to me at all. It doesn't have to come to me. So I've sent this invoice to Nyoka's wife, and I'm also going to send it to Mudzingwa. Pay those guys, and then we'll consolidate everything and we'll keep a record. I would like to thank all of you for watching, and I'll see you again tonight at 9 p.m., 10 minutes past 9, as we give you the clarification news. Thank you very much, and a good day once again to you all.
Zvikananda zviri kumedza go ifanika anakonda taona pazobuda